Descendant. Descendant? The Volga ship in front of you appears to have crash-landed on its way to Ingress. The flight log has been completely erased, but the date of when it ends is close to the date when the Volgas first appeared. What is also important is that this ship was loaded with huge, powerful energy equipment. At first I thought it was the ship's engine or power source, but I soon found that theory to be incorrect. Do you remember when the Hagios Prime Hand's ruins erupted with radiant heat? This ship is similar. The central part has a thick coating that can absorb radiant heat. Such a measure would not have been necessary unless inversion technology was involved. That means that this ship was equipped with an inversion device. Descendant, I believe I know where it might have been installed, if the device has not been destroyed or removed from the ship. I'll send the potential location to your receive. Try looking there, Descendant.
The location that the guide sent is full of Volga signals. Let's spread out, take control of the area.
Now it's my turn, you Vulgus bastards.
Got a lot of fortress defense units coming here. Viessa, Lepik, can you take care of them? The rest of you, continue with the attack mission.
Okay, I'll blow everything up.
Let's not blow up allies, John.
Enemy reinforcements detected. Engaging.
Reload.
The main facility defense force has arrived. Enemy morale seems to be rising. Better be careful.
Shield is damaged.
There's a heavily armored Vulcan closing in. You need to defeat him and break through. The defense forces have been eliminated. Commencing facility search. Yessa, Lepic, keep engaging the enemy. These defense garrison forces are pretty tough.
Don't worry about us. Focus on your own lecturing duties, Professor. Once you locate the inversion facility, let's finish this once and for all.
now that we have entered the facility, I can clearly feel powerful inverted energy. I can even detect Ironheart particles. Yes, I am certain that the Vulgus performed the inversion process here.
That's good news. So we can destroy the Ironheart here then?
I hope this ends well.
Descendant, I detect inverted energy coming from that direction. It appears we definitely won't need the radiant heat absorption coating here. I understand why they moved the equipment here from the ship. This is an excellent place to cool it. But there is something odd about it too. Considering the high temperatures of the inverted energy we observed in Hagios, it is impossible that a glacial cave like this could have stayed intact throughout the process. It does not even show signs of melting or reforming.
Sorry, but there's no time to play detective. A large Vulgus force is headed your way.
Scum! You've been heading towards that abandoned place, have you? Bring round the assault ship. I will descend upon that location too. Remember when I used to guard Amon?
You guarded Amon?
Descendant, deactivating a security system like this isn't that complicated. The problem is that this system is set up to be controlled externally, just like in a prison.
The Vulgus commander said something about guarding. It's not right.
Melt away. I'll load.
Facility via the terminal. I'll try to discover anything I can.
Loading.
Descendant, I'm certain that this is the inversion machine that was loaded onto the ship. But everything is destroyed. What happened?
There's nothing we can do.
Wait. They left a surveillance record in the facility database. I'll locate it. Inversion. Furnace. Ajax, there's still a chance. The Vulgus were unable to complete the inversion process here. That's why the traces of energy were so weak. There is a more powerful facility called the inversion furnace somewhere. The inversion process must have been completed there.
Guide, right now, getting out of here safely is priority number 1. Locating the inversion furnace comes second.
Understood. I will try to find somewhere to link to the emergency transmission signal.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Where are you going, Descendant? You're just like your pathetic predecessors. I'll kill you just like I killed them.
Requesting updates from Descendants at each front. Eugen, does anyone need to be evacuated from the White Knight Gulch?
We can't get a full picture of what's happening in the combat zones. Valby, use your waterways and check on the injured.
Roger that. Submerging.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory.
Descendant, thank the heavens your injury is not serious. I received the report from Ajax's team. Honestly, when I first saw that abandoned device, I thought it was all over. But then, we discovered another facility by investigating the first one, an inversion furnace. HQ has also identified a converter outside its typical range through a terrain scan. Perhaps we'll find clues related to the furnace there. No, it has to be there. The only way to turn the tide of this war now is to destroy the Ironheart. We must find the inversion furnace and finish the operation as soon as possible, before Corel realizes. Wait, it's Kyle. Nell, patch him through.
Standing by for connection. Verifying signal optimization.
Do you think we'll ever see the day when the Vulgus are completely eradicated from Ingress? Avoid intercept battle? Just asking out of curiosity.
Do you need information? What about? Go ahead, Kyle.
Our troops will arrive in Albion soon. We're systematically withdrawing forces from the front line. Everyone has defended calmly and well, executed the planned retreats, and bought us time. The number of casualties is lower than expected. We're approaching the final moments. We've received a report that Corell has descended from his ship.
Kyle, Marcus and the Investigative Corps are headed your way. Their support should help you hold out a little longer.
I'm grateful to Marcus, but we plan on fighting using only the power of the Descendants from now on. We're here to achieve victory, not take everyone down with us. And it's better to fight as a small group within the Prime Hand's ruins.
Descendants don't have to shoulder the entire burden. If things go south, I want you to give up the Ironheart and retreat immediately.
We can't just end the show when we keep attracting such huge audiences. We'll try to buy as much time as possible. Over and out.
Luna!
This won't do. If we're done with resupply and repairs, all units move to the location of the converter. We're running out of time on both fronts. We have to hurry.
Got it. Let me tack on one more arm component before we go. Do you want like an ice cube or something to snack on?
Ugh, let's just get going.
It's time for the operation. All units, I have your missions for this operation. As you know, our goal is to locate the inversion furnace. However, there's something you need to know. The defense commander of this fortress is called Kulan. Kulan is known to have single-handedly defeated multiple colossi. In other words, he can go toe-to-toe with them by himself. Lepik, you and I will protect the team from Kulan. We have to block main routes and secure favorable terrain before he appears. The rest of you, help the guide search for the inversion furnace. Guide, do you have any intel that might be useful?
I'm sorry. I detect a high concentration of inverted energy in this area. But I'm still finding it difficult to identify the exact source from this proximity.
Don't worry. Sometimes things can become more clouded the closer you get to them. Like that for me with Aisha.
Whenever you go into the void to look for her, I'll help you.
I'll hold you to that.
Damn it.
Descendant. For some reason, I'm picking up traces of Colossi void energy. Here. Investigating this location will help us gather more intel. I understand it is heavily guarded, but I need you to take me there, Descendant.
Watch your feet.
Descendant. The corrosive fluid from the Colossus has damaged the control panel, and I can't connect to it. We need to destroy the panel and bypass it via the emergency control device. Now I can access the emergency control device. This facility used to be an auxiliary of the furnace, which was built to melt Colossi remains. It included a process that made it easier to remove and melt parts such as equipped weapons, round loaders, and battlesuits. I don't know why they were melting Colossi. I'll check the core facility. Processed colossi remains were transported beyond that partition. The furnace used to melt colossi remains must be there, Descendant. Descendant, the Vulgus are overloading the furnace. At this rate, the whole facility will be destroyed. We need this place to carry out the invasion process.
We have to destroy some of the nuclear reactors to lower the output. Find the ones with the fuses.
Power output has been reduced, but not enough, Descendant. The furnace's temperature is still outside the normal range. We need to lower the output even further. We should seal off the system to maintain the current output. It's done, Descendant. I've taken over the facility permissions. Now I can control it as I like. But if our enemy manages to destroy this facility, it won't make any difference that I've assumed control of the system. We must eliminate the virus forces.
Powerful enemy is headed your way. I should have taken care of it, but...
How was that? Time to wrap this up.
place had been destroyed, inversion would have been impossible. Descendant. I have finally pinpointed the location of the inversion furnace. The facility is in the basement of Fortress Command. I have detected colossi remains that have been melted by the furnace flowing in that direction. But our enemies have already established a line of defense between here and the command facility. The commander of this fortress must be waiting for us. Descendant, do you think we can break through this Vulgus defense line with the forces we have? I regret pushing you into a corner, but I believe this is the only way.
We'll be fine, Guide. Right now, we have no choice but to get it done. All units, converge upon the point of attack at the fortress's defense line. Maintain your position there, ready for our final operation. I will stand with you until the end. It's finally come to this. The success of our entire operation depends on this fight. I feel like I did on the day of my first lecture. Nervous. Still, the situation is actually better than that day. It looks like there was a battle that took place when the Colossi appeared, drawn to the inverted energy. The fortress defense system was destroyed, and the key base for the fortress defense forces fell apart. That means, in our current state, we have a good chance of winning. I'm talking too much. All units commence operation to break through the Vulgus defense line. You need to destroy the Vulgus in front of us and push forward to Fortress Command, where the inversion furnace is. Any questions?
What's there to ask? Let's just go!
Great, let's move.
Descendant. The Vulgus forces are deleting confidential data at the destroyed base. After viewing the cache, I see it was some kind of blueprint. As they were desperate to destroy it, I believe it must be related to their fortress command. As I expected, it is the blueprint for the fortress command.
I think they noticed we stole the data. They're all heading to your position.
Receiving more data. I'll analyze it, Descendant. Vulgus is remotely blocking the data transmission. You must eliminate them, so I can receive the blueprint data. Data received. Now I can accurately determine a route to the inversion furnace.
Damn it! The Vulgus built an IED with the Colossi remains. But they wouldn't survive the blast from this either. Are they out of their minds? We can stop it from detonating by destroying the trigger.
Shield is down!
More to go. I'll send the locations of the other Colossi remains to your receive.
Descendant.